Hello, it's Ruth here from English Test Help. Let's improve your use of conditional grammar so you can pass your speaking test. I'm going to show you some sentences. I want you to think, are the sentences about the past up to now, the present, and maybe in your mind only, in your imagination? Are the sentences about the future, the real future, or are the sentences about any time? They're always true. Here's sentence number 1. If I'd known about the ongoing maintenance, I never would have bought it. What do you think? Is it about the past, the present, the future, or any time? This one is about the past. If I had known, I never would have bought the air conditioner. Okay, next one. If only she hadn't married such a lazy slob. If only she hadn't married, but she is married to him and he is lazy. This one is about the present, but we are imagining a better husband. If only. Next one. This is a teacher talking to some parents about their son. Look, if he doesn't pull his socks up soon, I'm afraid you will have to start looking for another school. Oh, gosh, this one is about the child's future. If he doesn't put in more effort, he will have to go to another school. Oh dear. Here is a man getting married. This is his friend helping him on the wedding day. What is he going to do if she doesn't show up? Oh my goodness, I think the bride is late to the wedding and the man is very, very worried. What is he going to do? This one is about the future. What is he going to do if she doesn't show up? It's a real situation. Okay, a couple more. Now we see the bride. Here she is. Oh my goodness, she looks worried. But what will I do if he's decided not to marry me? If he isn't there waiting for me at the church? What will I do? This is the real future situation. Now, why am I starting like this? When you learn conditional grammar and you use it, you have to think, is it real? Is it in the mind? Is it past, present, or future, or always true? What about this one? If you never try, you never fail. But if you never fail, you never learn. This one is a truth. It's always true. I guess we would have to pay anyway, even if we cancelled our trip because we were sick. What about this one? This one has a mix. We've got a present situation, imagining cancelling the trip, but we also have a past situation, we were sick. So this one has 2 answers. If you would just stop picking on my driving, then maybe we could start enjoying the scenery. They're in the car, they're driving, but they're arguing. So it is happening now. It's present, but it's imaginary in their mind because they are not enjoying the scenery. Okay, one more. These people are on holiday in Scotland, but the weather is terrible. Normally they live down here, and look, the weather is terrible. So they say, even if we hadn't come to Scotland for the holiday, we would still be stuck in miserable weather. This has two answers as well. It's the past and it's the imagination in the present. All right. I've shown you a lot of model sentences. Now let's remember how we use and form conditional grammar. So here is a useful table. You can take a screenshot, pause the video, and check your memory about your learning of conditional grammar. Remember, you have to think, is it a real or unreal situation? Is it in the future or in the present? Is it impossible or in the imagination? Is it in the past? You also need to learn mixed conditionals when the two clauses refer to different times. So past and present unreal together. For example, if we hadn't bought this house, we would probably still be living at my parents'. Or, if I didn't need you to help me, I wouldn't have asked. Last one, we could have saved that money if only the house wasn't in need of repair. So this is high-level grammar now, but you need to know that we mix the conditional forms. We also use other words than if. We can't use if all the time. We can use unless. We can use otherwise, as long as, provided that, which is more formal, and if only, to express regret, something that you wish didn't happen. All right, what do you think? Are these first or second, third, or mixed conditionals? If I hadn't had that third cup of coffee, I wouldn't be feeling sick right now. Now, I'll show you all the sentences. Try to figure out the answer. And then I'll show you the answers. Pause the video if you need to. Hopefully you paused the video and really tried hard to understand if it's first, second, third, or a mix of some conditionals. Here are the answers. Notice first conditional, present simple. Third conditional, past perfect. Second conditional, past simple. All right, let's do a little bit of practice. If I save enough money, I will go to South America and Canada too. At the moment, I've only got $5,000. Obviously, that's not enough. If only I hadn't bought that car. Practice another one. I walk to work because I don't have a car. But even if imaginary, even if I had a car, I wouldn't drive to work because the traffic is terrible. What would you do if you won or had won the lottery last week? because this was real in the past. So we need third conditional. Now for these ones, you have to fill in the gap with the right linking word. You can use if, unless, if only, provided, otherwise. The first one, what do you think? If only I hadn't been so stupid. Next one. I won't be able to go on my ski holiday unless my leg makes a miraculous recovery. Provided you give up smoking, maybe this is the doctor talking, you'll be able to breathe more easily and lessen your chance of getting cancer. The next one is 3 words. Do you remember? I'll be okay as long as you never leave me. All right, let's think about your speaking test. Are you doing IELTS? Do you think it's good to have aims and goals in life? Can you see in the orange sentences are the conditional grammar? So I won't read these now. You can practice them by yourself and contact me if you need more help with your speaking test practice. If you don't practice straight away, you'll lose what you've learned today. Unless you go and practice what you've learned today, you'll lose it. So there are some first conditional sentences to practice, and hopefully I'll see you next time.